Philippians 3:13. Brothers and sisters, I do not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it, but one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead. Isaiah 38:17. Because surely it was for my benefit that I suffered such anguish. In your love you kept me from the pit of destruction. You have put all my sins behind your back. Since Ephesians 5:12 teaches us we are not to even mention what the disobedient do in secret, and all of God's word teaches us love does not count another's sins against them, it has long been my deep heart cry for the Lord to show me how to testify of him without disgracing others. The 1960s casting off of previous decades' moral restraints resulted in the same consequences as always. Everything called by the words quote-unquote freedom and love ended up being the very opposite. I was conceived as the offspring of debauchery and bred for a multi-generational curse's purpose. All the years through childhood and teenage, I grew up enveloped in the surroundings of the quote-unquote free and open 60s lifestyle. Debauchery and war are what we ate for dinner every night. Throughout the years surrounded by violent darkness, a certain presence of an opposite kind continually evidenced itself to me. I did not know how to make sense of any of the dark or different than dark experiences. Like all children who grow up in a war zone, I was fashioned by the surroundings to know only survival. The terms quote-unquote love, family, safety, peace were words of a foreign language I could not recognize. I married very young within the boundaries of the generational curses of my earthly inheritance and became the mother of 2 precious sons. I found myself overwhelmed with feelings and experiences of what love really is for the first time in my life as a parent. In June 1983, the not dark presence I had experienced throughout childhood introduced himself to me in person. I did not know how I knew he was Jesus at that moment. It was just completely clear who he was, and he spoke to me and explained that the overwhelming love, protection, and joy I had for my sons was the same way he felt about me. Though I heard his words and mentally understood what he said, I had no ability whatsoever to comprehend the truth of his statement. I was totally unable to comprehend the concepts of love, protection, joy, ever applying to me in any way. The Lord let me chew on his original statement for a whole year while he continued to show himself to me in various ways. Experiencing the evidence firsthand of a loving, kind, patient, spiritual force actively showing up inside of our everyday lives was a total life changer. One day my salvation prayer simply came out, quote unquote, I don't know why you would even want me. If you really want this mess, you can have it. I meant it with all my heart, and God took me up on it. For 30 plus years now, God has persistently and beautifully loved me, protected me, and joyed in me. I am my true Father's daughter, walking in all he has for me, and delights to give to others through me. Because of the overwhelming love and restoration of a benevolent God, I am washed, dressed, and living in my right mind, a clean, usable vessel for the Lord to reach others in their darkness and bondage with his light to point them toward true home. Philippians 3:13. Brothers and sisters, I do not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it, but one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead. Isaiah 38:17. Because surely it was for my benefit that I suffered such anguish. In your love you kept me from the pit of destruction. You have put all my sins behind your back.